Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthem.
Early light, what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
And now, let's welcome the OSU class of 2026 at OSU-Tulsa. please rise for the platform party and faculty.
Please be seated. They can't hear us, but we can still hear them a little bit. Let's give the pipes and drums, the OSU pipes and drums, another round of applause for a great way to start this. And as long as we're getting warmed up with applause for these graduates getting ready to come across, one of the highlights every year for me is to hear Caesar Latimer perform the national anthem. Let's give him another round of applause for his great performance. My name's Johnny Stevens, and I'm very, very proud to serve as the president of OSU-Tulsa and the Center for Health Sciences here in Tulsa. It's an honor to welcome you to the 2026 commencement for OSU-Tulsa. Before we get any further, I'd like to recognize a few people joining me here on the stage tonight. First, with the OSU A&M Board of Regents and OSU-Tulsa trustee, Tracy Poole. Thank you. OSU-Tulsa Board of Trustees, Mike Willis, the chair. B.C. Lee, the vice chair of the trustees. And Ginger Coleman, the secretary of the trustees. We're honored to have OSU academic leadership here with us tonight. Jeanette Mendez, senior vice president and provost. We have Stephen Clark, the dean of the College of Education and Human Sciences. Melinda Crow, the dean of the College of Arts and Sciences. Hanshin Wang, the dean of the College of Engineering, Architecture, and Technology. Melanie Morgan, the dean of the Graduate College. And Mark Tower, assistant dean in the Spear School of Business. With OSU-Tulsa, Craig Freeman, vice provost and dean of the College of Professional Studies. Nikki Regan-Naley, assistant vice president for community engagement and student success. And Raj Basu, the associate professor. So Raj paid you guys when he went to go get the photos with you, right? Now we know the deal. Good job, Raj. So before we go any further, I'd like to welcome to the podium Regent Tracy Poole to deliver a message from the OSU A&M Board of Regents. Regent Poole.
Dr. Stevens, President Hess, esteemed colleagues, candidates for degrees, and guests. On behalf of the Board of Regents for the Oklahoma A&M colleges, candidates, I want to tell you, job well done. And for everyone else, welcome. Let's give them a hand. Candidates, I know it was difficult. I know all too well, for some of you, it was incredibly difficult. But you made it. You persevered, and Cowboys have grit, and Cowboys do not quit. So congrats for that. I want to thank the faculty, staff, and everybody that works at OSU-Tulsa to make the place so special and to make your degrees so outstanding. Let's give them a round of applause. The Board of Regents knows that you'll make us proud. We know that you'll do the right thing, and we know that you will carry the Cowboy Code to each of your communities and breathe life into it. And thank you in advance for that. I also hope that you'll stay close to OSU. You'll be loyal and true. You'll wear orange whenever you can. And you'll utilize our incredible OSU network. Tonight, you become alumni, a group of 250,000 or more loyal and true people. And every one of those people are invested in your success. So please reach out to us. We'll do whatever we can for you. We'll give you the shirt off our back, but you have to exercise that network, and I really hope you will. It's very powerful. You don't want to hear me continue to speak, so I want to tell you congratulations on behalf of the Board of Regents. As cowboys and cowgirls, I hope you have a good ride. God bless you, and go Pokes.
Thank you so much, Regent Poole. This has been a remarkable year at OSU-Tulsa. We've had record enrollment, and that enrollment just continues to grow. This spring, our first freshmen and sophomores started classes on campus, meaning that students can now earn a full OSU degree in Tulsa starting right on our campus, which is an amazing, straight out of high school, an amazing opportunity that we have at OSU-Tulsa. And then there's tonight. All you really have to do is look around at the graduates to see how deeply woven OSU is in the fabric of this city. Every industry, every neighborhood, every walk of life. Many of you came to us as working adults, juggling careers, raising families, showing up for classes after a full day of everything else that life throws at you. Amazing accomplishment. Some of you came the more traditional route, building your future here in this city, and we couldn't be more proud of what you've been able to accomplish. However you got here, you did it. Through challenges at work, at home, or in the classroom, you just kept going. But what strikes me the most isn't what you finished, but it's how you did it along the way. You launched and led student organizations that created space for every kind of OSU student to find their people. That will continue on well after you're here. You invested in our city through community service. You reached out to employers, toured facilities, sat down with executives, and built professional networks. And many of you worked together in your spare time to pursue Google certifications, not for college credit, not because we told you you had to. You did it because you wanted every possible edge in your career, and we're proud of that. That persistence and grit are at the heart of our Cowboy Code, the values that define what it means to be an OSU Cowboy. One tenet of the code seems like it was written for a night like this. It says, "We know challenges come with pain, but pain will not win." Tonight, class of 2026, you've won, and congratulations. Now, some of you that were paying close attention noticed I left out two people on the podium. We'll get to the second one in a few minutes, but the first one, it's not usually a good career move to forget your boss on the podium. But we did save President Hess for just a minute. Now I'd like to welcome to the podium someone who doesn't need much of an introduction in this town, at least not in Tulsa. Jim has been part of OSU-Tulsa's story since its very earliest days. He helped shape the campus into what it is today, and Tulsa stayed central to his leadership ever since. We're glad he's here tonight with us. Please join me in giving a warm welcome to my mentor, my faculty member, and most importantly, my friend, President Jim Hess.
Thank you, President Stevens. I have a great script up here to read to you, but I'm going to choose not to do that. I may be the only thing standing between you and the conferring of your degree, and I take that very seriously. Johnny mentioned that I had the great honor of being one of the very first administrators at OSU-Tulsa back in 1998. It was a very long time ago, and the campus was very different than it is today. And I was honored and privileged to have my colleagues, Dr. Raj Basu and Nikki Reagan, who served with me all those years ago. Thank you to you for all those times you stood back to back with me. Thank you so much. Raj is an interesting character. I noticed that all of you all gave Raj the Crowd Favorite Award. And he and I have been friends for a very, very long time. You know, OSU-Tulsa is a very special place. Back when I began to work at OSU-Tulsa, we had the opportunity to start just a few programs. And thanks to Raj and Nikki and others, OSU-Tulsa is what it is today. Dr. Stevens mentioned that this last spring, in January, we started offering lower division years 1 and 2 offerings at OSU-Tulsa. And the reason why is because OSU and Tulsa belong together. Tulsa is an OSU town. And Tulsa remains the largest city in America without a public institution where you can start and finish and get all 4 years. That is no longer true. Today, starting last January, you can start and finish at OSU right here in Tulsa. We owed that to all of you in this arena. And so you'll see us continue to expand in the semesters and years to come to give Tulsa what it truly deserves. I'd like to talk to you students heart to heart for a moment, if you'll allow me to. How many of you have a job while you're going to school? Would you raise your hand? Yeah. I had the same opportunity that you did when I was going to undergraduate and graduate school. And it is very, very hard to balance work and family and school all at the same time. But you did not walk this journey alone. All of these people who showed up tonight to celebrate with you walked that path with you. I noticed that many of you, when you came in, waved at somebody in the crowd. So I'm going to ask a personal favor, if you will allow me to. Would all of you students turn and wave to the loved ones who loved you so much and supported you along the way? Now, that was definitely off script, but I wanted to acknowledge all of you folks in this arena for the support and love and devotion that you have given to these students, because your support and your phone calls, the times when you said you can do this, you've almost got this made, because of you all, tonight is a celebration. So I want to leave you with this thought, students. Tomorrow, you are on your way to a rendezvous with your own destiny. And you may not always end up where you think you're going to end up. But that's the great thing about this life, is that no matter where we start, we can end up in a very different, more joyous, more happy, more fulfilling place than we ever imagined. And when that happens, and it will, I hope you'll look back at OSU-Tulsa as your home and the place that made it all happen for you. We celebrate with you tonight. We are very, very proud of you. And thank you, families and friends, for being here. Congratulations to the graduating class. And all together now, come on. Go Pokes!
Thank you, President Hess. And I can tell you that was from the heart. He didn't turn one page of his speech. That was great. Before we move on, there's one more person on stage, like I mentioned a few minutes ago, that I'd like to recognize. You may have noticed the bright orange cap and gown behind me. And no, that's not just school spirit. It is school spirit, but not just that. Each year, one outstanding graduate from each academic college across Oklahoma State University is selected to wear the orange gown. These students represent the very best of OSU. Tonight, the honor goes to Tricia Lowe, representing the College of Professional Studies, here, which is based here at OSU-Tulsa. Tricia was selected to wear the orange gown at both the OSU-Tulsa and Stillwater commencement ceremonies in recognition of her exceptional achievements. You can read more about Tricia and the orange gown tradition in the program, but for now, let's give her a well-deserved round of applause. Of course, tonight is centered around our graduates, as it should be, but we also want to recognize two individuals who are playing a special role in that ceremony itself. Serving as our faculty ground marshals this evening are Ben Leong, recipient of the 2025 OSU-Tulsa President's Outstanding Research Award, and Dr. Joanna Shadlow, recipient of the 2025 OSU-Tulsa President's Outstanding Teacher Award. Let's give them both a round of applause for their achievement. Thank you both for your service to OSU-Tulsa and to OSU. Now I'd like to invite Dean Freeman to the podium to help present the 2026 President's Outstanding Faculty Awards. Dean Freeman.
Thank you, President Stevens. Got fantastic representatives. The President's Outstanding Research Award honors OSU-Tulsa faculty whose work pushes knowledge forward in meaningful ways. This year's recipient studies how culture shapes the way trauma survivors heal and grow, and her work is impacting how we train the counselors who serve them. Congratulations, Dr. Josana Sharma. If you can, come to the center stage. We also have the President's Outstanding Teaching Award, which recognizes an instructor who left a lasting impact on their students. The award is awarded based on student nominations and feedback. This year's honoree has built a reputation as one of the most engaging marketing faculty in the Spears School of Business, the kind of professor you remember long after the course ends. Dr. Todd Arnold couldn't be with us tonight, but we're proud to recognize him. Congratulations, Dr. Arnold. You can read more about both of our honorees and their impact on our students and world in your programs. President Stevens?
Thank you, Dr. Freeman. Graduates, before we get to the official part of this evening, Dr. Hess mentioned this, and I think it's important. I thought about leaving this out, but I don't want to. Got here a little bit early tonight, about 4:30, and I had the opportunity to sit in the parking lot and watch a lot of people walk in. And I think that's going to be my new tradition. I'm going to drive in and watch the people walk in, because it's just amazing, all the friends and family and smiles on everyone's faces coming in. And it's a strong sign game tonight. That's a new one for me. I noticed a few signs on both sides of the audience. But graduates, if you will, look around, find your people here tonight. Or think of those that are cheering you on from afar, watching online, or those that couldn't be with us here tonight. These family and friends supported you. Also, the faculty and advisors and staff who guided you, many of them are here tonight. Let's give them a round of applause for what they did for all of us tonight. Okay, so now the moment you've all been waiting for, and the moment I still can't believe they let me do. It's an honor to be able to do this. The formal conferring of degrees for the OSU-Tulsa Class of 2026. Graduates, will you please stand? On the recommendation of the respective faculties and deans of the colleges, and with the approval of the Board of Regents for Oklahoma State University and the Oklahoma State Regents for Higher Education, it is my privilege as president of OSU-Tulsa to hereby confer upon you each of you the degree for which you have been recommended, and to invest you with all the rights, honors, privileges, and obligations pertaining hereto. Congratulations, class of 2026. You may now turn your tassels to the left side. You may be seated. Doctoral graduates, approach the stage with your hooding faculty, followed by the master's graduates. Doctoral students, please come forward.
First, the graduates from the College of Education and Human Sciences, congratulated by Dean Stephen Clark. Sherlana Jolance Harbin, Masters of Teaching, Learning, and Leadership, Reading and Literacy, hooded by Danita Shaw. No, she's here. She's supposed to be. Lenora Shante Walton, Masters of Educational Leadership Studies, to be hooded by Dean Stephen Clark. Laura Elizabeth Roberts, Masters of Mental Health Counseling, hooded by Dr. Sarah Johnson. Victoria Isabella Rose Fernandez, Masters of Mental Health Counseling, hooded by Dr. Sarah Johnson. James Arthur Reed Jr., Masters of Mental Health Counseling, to be hooded by Dr. Sarah Johnson. Madeline Page Epp, Masters of Mental Health Counseling, to be headed by Dr. Sarah Johnson. Madison K. Vaughn, Masters of Mental Health Counseling, hooded by Dr. Sarah Johnson. Daniela Noemi Rusturin, Masters of Mental Health Counseling, Dr. Sarah Johnson. Catherine Hillsman, Masters of Mental Health Counseling, hooded by Dr. Sarah Johnson. Paula Mantooth, Masters of Mental Health Counseling, hooded by Dr. Giostana Sharman. Irvin Aguilera Hernandez, Masters of Clinical Mental Health Counseling, hooded by Dr. Giostana Sharma. Pamela Thomason, Masters of School Counseling, hooded by Dr. Sharma. Sage Murray, Masters of Mental Health Counseling, hooded by Dr. Sharma. Kiana Yancy Arriaga, Masters of Mental Health Counseling, hooded by Dr. Sharma. Sonora Renee Ray, Masters of Mental Health Counseling, hooded by Dr. Sharma. Riley Berry, Masters of Mental Health Counseling, hooded by Dr. Sharma. Talisa Ann Biggs, Masters of Mental Health Counseling, hooded by Twomby Kernsetter. Braden Elizabeth Armentrout, Masters of Mental Health Counseling, hooded by Dr. Hess. Prit K. Shaw, Masters of Mental Health Counseling, hooded by Dr. Rebecca Hurst. Jennifer Elena Cook, Masters of Mental Health Counseling, hooded by Dr. Hurst. Claire Hornibrook, Masters of Mental Health Counseling, hooded by Dr. Hurst. Marissa Jonigan, Masters of Mental Health Counseling, hooded by Dr. Hurst. Eden Bass, Masters of Mental Health Counseling, hooded by Dr. Hurst. Emily McCullum, Masters of Mental Health Counseling, hooded by Dr. Hurst. Ayla Gabrielle Bonomi, Masters of Mental Health Counseling, hooded by Dr. Hurst. Remington Ann Mooley, Masters of Mental Health Counseling, hooded by Dr. Hurst. Emma Marguerite Robbins, Masters of Mental Health Counseling, hooded by Dr. Tanya Hammer. Graduates from the College of Engineering, Architecture, and Technology to be congratulated by Dean Henshin Huang. Anthony Keener, Masters of Science and Engineering and Material Science and Engineering to be hooded by Dr. Smay. Yeah, he is here. Yeah. He came the wrong way. Connor Copeland, Mechatronics and Masters in Robotics, hooded by Dr. Smay. Next, we have the graduates from the College of Professional Studies to be congratulated by Dean Craig Freeman. Dario Butler, Masters of Environmental Science, Professional Science Masters, to be hooded by Dr. Mike Thayer. Bailey Lynn Clark, Professional Science Masters in Environmental Science, hooded by Dr. Thayer. Joel Garza, Professional Science Masters in Environmental Science, hooded by Dr. Thayer. Claudia Taylor McHenry, Masters of Public Health, hooded by Dr. Cindy Lamone. Shelby Mossbrooks, Masters of Public Health, hooded by Dr. Lamone. Jennifer Creech, Masters of Public Health, hooded by Dr. Lamone. Grace Leanne Trammell, Masters of Public Health, hooded by Dr. Limon. Bawana Bott, Masters of Public Health, hooded by Dr. Limon. Margot Alinger, Masters of Public Health, hooded by Dr. Limon. Lindsay Denise Brown, Masters of Public Health, hooded by Dr. Limon. Sean Israel Fapahunda, Masters of Public Health, hooded by Dr. Limon. Ramelakun Priscilla Adeneyi Jones, Masters of Public Health, hooded by Dr. Limon. Susanna Karen Palipogu, Masters of Public Health, hooded by Dr. Limon. Next, we have the graduates from the Spears School of Business to be congratulated by Assistant Dean Mark Tower and MBA Director Matt Bowler. Zachary Heinrichs, Masters of Business Administration, to be hooded by Dr. Matt Bowler. Tyler Thompson, Masters of Business Administration, to be hooded by Dr. Bowler. Mark Vicari, Masters of Business Administration, to be hooded by Dr. Bowler. Yeah. Anthony Keener, Masters of Business Administration, hooded by Dr. Bowler. Mitchell W. Lewis, Masters of Business Administration, hooded by Dr. Bowler. This concludes our candidates for graduate degrees. Dr. Basu.
You know, this next part is going to be really quick because my friend Dr. Bowler said to hurry up. There's a Thunder game tonight and he needs to get home. Announcing our orange gown recipient, Tricia Lowe, Healthcare Administration. Bachelor's in Finance, Julia Lee Todd-Hunter. Bachelor's in Healthcare Administration, Glenda Inez Hanna. Bachelor's in Communication Sciences and Disorders, Christina Hamilton. Bachelor's in Public Safety, Donovan Osman. Bachelor's in Management Information Systems, Grant Henson. Bachelor's in Public Safety, Logan Nance. Bachelor's in Mechanical Engineering, Samuel Kasuni. Bachelor's in Mechanical Engineering, Vernon Robinson. Bachelor's in Mechanical Engineering, Singkan Tong. Bachelor's in Mechanical Engineering, Lian Tung. Bachelor's in Mechanical Engineering, Citlali Ruiz. Bachelor's in Mechanical Engineering, Jamie Lam. Bachelor's in Mechanical Engineering, Krizia Nagoy. Bachelor's in Mechanical Engineering, Levi Mosier. Bachelor's in Mechanical Engineering, Caleb Klima. Bachelor's in Mechanical Engineering, Miguel Gonzalez. Bachelor's in Mechanical Engineering, Braden Taylor. Bachelor's in Mechanical Engineering, Kylie Geiser. Bachelor's in Mechanical Engineering, Chadwick Hufford. Bachelor's in Mechanical Engineering, Addison Akins. Bachelor's in Mechanical Engineering, Brian Wynn. Bachelor's in MIS, Dallas McComas. Bachelor's in Data Analytics, wearing 4 medals, Shelley Graneman. Some of them bought at a thrift shop. Bachelor's in Aerospace Administration Operations, Kai Buan Singh. Bachelor's in Psychology, Destiny Riley. Bachelor's in Biology, Randy Ackerman. Bachelor's in Psychology, Sydney Crawford. Bachelor's in Psychology, Diana Bustos. Bachelor's in Business Administration, Anna Shasteen. Bachelor's in Finance, Gage Foster. Bachelor's in Finance, Paloma Abigail Rivera Flores. Bachelor's in Accounting, Jaylee Davis. Bachelor's in Finance, Remy Mitchell. Bachelor's in General Business, Haley Melius. Bachelor's in General Business, Annie, I talk more than anybody you know, Duncan. Bachelor's in Business Administration, Jordan, I'm smarter than my twin, Klima. Bachelor's in Business Management, Ben, my calves are bigger than yours, Berna. Bachelor's in MIS, Nathan, I'm always late to class, Hood. Bachelor's in Finance, Riley Wilson. Bachelor's in Management, Anwar, I finally got a haircut, Filali. Bachelor's in Biology, Rosie Hughes. Bachelor's in Organizational Leadership, James Thomas. Bachelor's in Computer Science, Gabriel Rivera. Bachelor's in Sociology, Brittany Rosser. Bachelor's in Psychology, Alexa Berry. Bachelor's in Computer Science, Ivanov Garcia. Bachelor's in Accounting, Bailey Brandt. Bachelor's in Public Safety, Aliyah Cedeno. Bachelor's in Healthcare Administration, Veronica Brown. Bachelor's in Organizational Leadership, Keisha McIntosh. Bachelor's in Organizational Leadership, Katie Anderson. Cooper and Carolina, pay attention. Mom worked hard for this. Bachelor's in Business Administration, Brad Bennett. Bachelor's in General Business, Michelle Gonzalez. Bachelor's in General Business, Jack Geary. Bachelor's in Aerospace Administration and Operations, Christopher Posey. Bachelor's in Communication Sciences and Disorders, Michaelan Barrington. Bachelor's in Psychology, Mariana Rodriguez. Bachelor's in Mechanical Engineering, Tony Baldian. Bachelor's in Psychology, Kalila Gilbert. Bachelor's in Healthcare Administration, Amy Antonio. Bachelor's in Organizational Leadership, Cody Hanley. Bachelor's in Business Administration, Jada Griffin. Bachelor's in Healthcare Administration, Deshelle Anderson. Bachelor's in Communication Disorders, Syra Gonzalez. Bachelor's in Healthcare Administration, Valeria Guerrero. Bachelor's in Healthcare Administration, Anissa Martin. Bachelor's in Business Administration, Anya Ortiz. Bachelor's in University Studies, Michael, I smiled once in 3 years, Pickens. Bachelor's in Computer Science, James Willis. Bachelor's in Computer Science, Jordi Jerez. Bachelor's in Computer Science, William Arcott. All right, Sam and Hank, pay attention. Your mom worked really hard for this. Bachelor's in Management, Casey Arms. Bachelor's in Human Resource Management, Britt Wagner. Bachelor's in Management, Krista Marshall Smith. Bachelor's in Management, Melissa Laurel Ford. Bachelor's in Accounting, Daniel Shepard. Bachelor's in Human Resource Management, Isabella Noblet. Bachelor's in MIS, Kaylee Whitchurch. They're not twins even though they look like. Bachelor's in MIS, Jennifer Rodriguez. And Bachelor's in MIS, Eloisa Rodriguez. Bachelor's in Psychology, Allie Malone. Bachelor's in Psychology, Brooklyn Drake. Bachelor's in Business Administration, Abigail Ibarra. Bachelor's in Psychology, I smile more than anybody you know, Jimena Villagomez. Bachelor's in Psychology, Carla Isaguirre. Bachelor's in Psychology, Melissa Armstrong. Bachelor's in Psychology, Emerson Reichert. Bachelor's in Psychology, Catherine Rutledge. Bachelor's in University Studies, Clarissa Foster. Bachelor's in MIS, Anthony Sprenger. Bachelor's in Business Administration, Amber Harper. Bachelor's in General Business, Blake Calhoun. Bachelor's in Psychology, Madeline Bushrod. Bachelor's in Psychology, Isabella Arias. Bachelor's in Psychology, Kathleen Cook. Bachelor's in Psychology, Travis Bowie. Bachelor's in Aviation Science and Space Administration, Jackson Clark. Bachelor's in Mechanical Engineering, Pedro Antonio. And last but not the least, Bachelor's in Marketing, Amaya Marie Jones. This concludes our celebration of graduates. I'm going to hand it over to President Stevens at that other end.
Thank you, faculty, for that cheering line. That was really good. So as we close tonight, hold on to this feeling. You've earned it. The smiles coming across this stage I'll remember it for a long time. OSU-Tulsa is better because you were here. Tulsa is better because you are here. Whatever you build next, the Cowboy family will be cheering you on every step of the way. Thank you for making us a part of your journey for these first few years. And as Regent Poole said, please keep us in mind as you take those next steps in your career. We're here to root you on and help you in any way that we can. Please rise for OSU's alma mater. The words are on the screen or on the fan if you have one.
Shines your name, Oklahoma State, we herald your fame. Ever you'll find us loyal and true.
Graduates, please remain at your seats until the faculty have exited. Congratulations, Class of 2026.